It's day 81 of the podcast, and in the story of the temptation, Jesus feasts on his Father's word while fasting. Matthew 4:4 says, and this is when he is being tempted to make bread by the evil one. It's written, "Man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God." So this kind of feasting precedes an encounter with the enemy. He hears his Father's will, and then before leaving the wilderness, he encounters the enemy, he defeats him, and then comes out with power. So we see in Luke that Jesus regularly returns to the wilderness or to the mountain to pray. To meet with his Father. Scripture says he only said what he heard the Father saying, so this was his regular practice. So I'm wondering if Luke 4 might be an extended picture of what happens every time Jesus goes to be alone with his Father to pray, every time he withdraws to be with his Father. What if every time he is in this place of submitting to God, then resisting the evil one, then the evil one must flee? Jesus is in this place then of removing the obstacles to God's will being done on earth as it is in heaven. And then after overcoming the enemy, he returns with power to the cities, the towns. He returns with power and releases God's will in that place. So I'm suggesting that we see a pattern in Luke 4 and Matthew 4. And then in other places where it says Jesus withdrew for a time of prayer, what if this is the regular way of dispossessing the land and then bringing the kingdom's will and purposes into the land? I'm going to take us to a few more places to play this idea out in the days ahead. But here's your question for today. Do you have a regular practice of meeting with the Father? And what does that look like for you?